Integrated reporting is the new corporate buzzword globally as businesses are now looking at holistic value creation, which includes reporting on both financial and non-financial aspects of the business. While India is still catching up in the integrated reporting race, we think there is still lack of clarity around it. A large number of business owners, institutional and retail investors, social influencers, and environmental activists do not understand the value that integrated reporting brings to the table. At K&A, we have worked on integrated reports for many large cap and mid cap companies across India's vast business landscape, including Cipla, Indian Oil, LTI Mindtree, Rajratan Global Wire, and so on. Here we will discuss to what extent integrated reporting is different from the traditional corporate reporting culture and narrative, and the specific purpose for migrating to such a reporting framework. We have with us today Mr. Hussain Kalolwala, founder and CEO of K&A, who has close to a decade of experience in the realm of corporate reporting and business communications. Hello Hussain, first things first, what is the basic thought behind this trend to embrace integrated reporting in India?
Hi Shreya, good afternoon. The basic thought behind integrated reporting is to demonstrate cohesive thinking and approach. I mean, not to view any aspect of business operations and value creation in isolation, but to see the whole. To acknowledge and appreciate the fact that there is a vital correlation between each material aspect of the business, such as organization strategy, governance, performance, prospects, environmental and social commitments, and so on, and to be in line with global best practices.
What do you mean by material aspects or materiality?
Materiality means the vital aspects that are integral to an organization's survival as a business entity. Stakeholders have the right to know these material issues and how the organization is dealing with each. Integrated reporting brings to the fore these material topics and also conveys to the stakeholders how the business is handling these material issues.
Could you be a little more specific?
For example, the critical material issues for a business could be data privacy, employee well-being, corporate governance, gender or cultural diversity, and so on. Businesses conduct materiality assessment in consultation with key stakeholders to identify and prioritize these topics, categorize them according to the impact that they can have on business outcomes, and link them to the various capitals.
So what are the capitals?
This is a very relevant question. Apart from the regular sections that a typical annual report has, integrated reports talk about stakeholder engagement, materiality assessment, and value creation through optimum utilization of 6 types of resources which are called capitals. These capitals are financial capital, manufactured capital, intellectual capital, human capital, social and relationship capital, and natural capital. Each capital-wise performance of a business is reported in the integrated report, and each capital is linked to the material issues that we just discussed. However, it must be emphasized that all businesses are not required to disclose all their capitals. Each capital is also interlinked. For example, suppose if a company spends more on employee well-being, which is a part of the human capital, it definitely impacts the financial capital. Therefore, there are trade-offs involved, and a stakeholder gets a clear idea of these trade-offs. While an annual report structure can be varied, an integrated report presents a more compact approach to reporting, focusing on both financial and non-financial aspects of the business in line with the integrated reporting framework. IIRC, the institution of the body which is defined the entire integrated reporting framework.
I see. How does the last mile stakeholder stand to benefit from such type of reporting?
A lot. She gets greater quality, transparency about the short, medium, and long-term plans of the business, which takes into the cognizance the expectations and the concerns of all stakeholders. Also, empirical studies have shown that increased transparency brought about by an integrated report has positive effects on capital markets, including increased stock liquidity, enhanced investor confidence, improved analyst forecast accuracy, and lower cost of equity and debt capital. At the end of the day, a well-made integrated report broadens the definition of value creation and the scope of reporting.
That is great. Could you shed more light on the scenario in India?
While a large number of big corporate houses have adopted integrated reporting, there is still a lack of awareness among the mid-cap and small-cap companies about the benefits of integrated reporting. They think making an integrated report entails a lot of commitment and cost escalation vis-a-vis a traditional annual report. Although we are now seeing more companies are approaching us to get a proper understanding of an integrated report, lack of investor push is another major roadblock in the preparation of the integrated report.
Thank you, Hussain. I hope our listeners have understood in a nutshell what is an integrated report and why it is essential to embrace it. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.